Are you guys ready to jump into these meme coins? Hit that one in chat. Hit that like button. Let's get it. What's up, everybody? It's time to Crypto Degen. We got to talk about what's going on in that meme coin market. We got a great guest every day, on Mondays, I should say, Mr. Rodney. How you doing, my friend?
What's up, Kelly? Thank you so much for having me back on the Academy. It feels so nice to be here. And it's good to bring some degeneracy and all this technical analysis and talk about Bitcoins and peer-to-peer payment and stuff like that. But man, it's an interesting time in cryptocurrency, man. We have a lot of things to talk about, especially in the meme coin space. Like it's the landscape is changing, and it's changing fast.
You know what? It is. And it's before we dive in, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're going to show some pics, some memes that are on your radar. What the hell? Where did BOME come from? Out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, $1 billion plus. You know, we got, you're putting stuff on my radar. I didn't even know what it was. I couldn't even find the damn coin image for, what was it, Big Red or TD or whatever that was. So we're going to talk about a little bit about all this. But before we do that, we talked about this last time, but I got to ask you again, is this time different? Are the memes a signal that a local top may be in because capital's flowing there? Or is the world just waking up to, hey man, let's play in the mud, let's degen, let's make that money?
Yeah, so I think what's going on right now is that I think that ICOs, right, led 2017. I think that NFTs led 2021. And I think that meme coins are really front running the entire market. Like we've talked about before, PEPE launched in the middle of a bear market, did some insane numbers. Then Bitcoin started to pump. Then we had, Solana meme tokens doing crazy. And I think that the rest of the space is just coming around the meme coins. And what we're really starting to notice is that meme coins is really bringing volume to some of these networks that were ETH competitors, quote unquote ETH killers, that kind of fell to the wayside during the bear market. But they're making a quick comeback, and it's getting violent right now, like absolutely insane. And I'm talking about Avalanche and Solana.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So is this something, we're going to dive into some of those coins on Avalanche and Solana. Is this a metric? Is me being a non-meme coiner, I'm learning from you. I'm learning from from the daddy. I'm going to call you Daddy Degen from now on.
Coin daddy, baby. Yeah.
So is this one of those things that we can look to when we do see a large layer, a large ecosystem pumping, like whether it's Polygon, whether it's Solana, whether it's Avalanche? Is this something that tends to trickle down then next into the meme coins, or can the meme coins actually front run the layer ones?
I think the meme coins are front and winning the layer runs. I don't think you could have said that last bull run. So this is what I think is happening. Like obviously Solana dumped with the rest of the market. I mean, all the top cryptocurrencies were down because of Bitcoin's down. That's just part of the cycle. But Solana had an extra thing tagged to it, which was the negative association it had with Alameda Research and Sam Bankman-Fried. Remember, they were early investors in Solana, and that really brought the project down. They got past that, and they started rallying at an insane pace. Now, what were the most popular projects on Solana? BONK. Everyone started buying BONK. And so with BONK, it showed people, hey, meme coins are being created on Solana, not just Ethereum, right? We can get away from those crazy high gas fees because some people are getting charged hundreds of dollars to swap hundreds of dollars in Ethereum tokens. And so when you start building on top of a network like Solana, all the hype is there. And, you need to buy Solana to buy the meme coin. And then, of course, liquidity pools and stuff like that. And you cash out the meme coin, you get Solana back. And so this really creates a positive feedback loop. And what we're seeing right now is Avalanche is experiencing the same thing. It's gotten to a point, Kelly, where we have like the Matic devs coming out and supporting meme coins. We have the Avalanche Foundation saying, they're calling them community tokens, but if these community tokens reach a certain criteria, they'll support them and help fund them and stuff like that.
That is good to know, because everybody wants to know, looking at everything going on in this market, what are you seeing? So Solana, Avalanche, let's just dive in, give the people what they want. By the way, everybody, if you are here, if you haven't done it yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ding that bell. I just want to point out real quick, this is Mr. Rodney's page on Twitter. Make sure you're following him at CryptoJourneyRS. And without any further ado, Rodney, show us some love, show us some magic, show us what you got. What are we looking at?
Can you see me right now? Because my computer is kind of frozen right now. It's kind of
I can see you. I can see clearly now. Rodney's not gone.
Okay, well, for some reason, my computer. Let me jump out and jump back in if you just want to take the mic for a second, because my computer is a little frozen. I got that Brazilian internet. I'll be right back.
So he's going to jump out and jump back in, which means I'm probably going to have to re-add his pages here. But we want to talk about some of the things that he, you know, all these different meme coins. If we come out here and just refresh this, come over to CoinMarketCap, we're going to be diving into these things in just a moment. But we can see, you know, DEXs are up here near the top. We got Jupiter, one of the newer coins, is up 86% in the last, not only coins, but DEXs, I should say, in the last 7 days. Avalanche, as he just said, is still up there in the last 7 days. Also in the last 24 hours, just ripping higher. I remember when this was over 140 and it dropped all the way down super low, like $5, $11. I don't know at what point, if any of you guys got in on that. But, you know I got back in about $34. We also see Solana still way up for the week, 34%. Phantom also doing well, but then it drops off pretty precipitously on these other projects. So with that being said, we got to talk about these higher risk plays. Yes, they're higher risk, but that also means they bring better or more rewards if you can allocate appropriately and not get yourself completely lost in the dirt with these projects. So make sure, before we dive into these, I'm waiting for Rodney to hop back in. I think he's restarted his computer. Make sure when we talk about these, this is the Crypto Degen show we do every Monday. Make sure that you don't say, oh man, they say this one could pump. That does not mean to go and put your life savings in it. That does not mean to put 40% of your portfolio in these coins. It means if you have, let's say, a $5,000 portfolio, I mean, honestly, under $1,000 worth of that. Under $500 in reality, you know, and I would even argue, I'm not as degen as a lot of the people out here. I would argue even a smaller percentage than that. If you have 10,000, less than $1,000, split not on one project, but maybe 5 or 6, maybe even 10 little projects that you're putting $100, you know, $50, $150, very small allocations of that larger portfolio, so you can make sure that you're not setting yourself up for failure. I know that. Some of the projects that you know that gave me some of the biggest rewards last cycle were coins that had very small market caps. I was never in the meme coin game, but I can tell you right now, if I'm becoming more interested in this because I'm seeing major players, even one of my buddies here online who is an absolute, he came over from the TradFi space and is dancing in the, you know, playing in the crypto ecosystem very heavily. And I'm sure all of you are aware of him, Caleb Franzen. He's also got things like BONK and some other things like that. So we need to pay attention to beyond what we just feel like is safe and do it. Absolutely have safety in your portfolio. But if you want those huge gains, then we have to absolutely make sure that we look to people like Rodney and we see what we can do on these in our portfolios to make sure that we can get it. Now, Rodney, give me 1 second. I'm just getting you added back. Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting you added back on here. I have to re-add your links. There we go. There's Rodney on that page. There's Rodney on that page. And Rodney is not yet on this page. Let me get you added back in. I hate this system that I have here to do guests, but you know what? Let me, 1 second. They're going to be able to hear you in a second. They should be able to hear you now. Now they can hear you. And your volume got a lot quieter, but that's okay. Where is screen share? Guest screen. There we go. We're doing this live, everybody. Why? Because this is a Degen show. Shit breaks on Degen shows. So let's go ahead, guys. Yeah, we're all good to go. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I have Nord and a bunch of like antiviruses, and you should if you're trading crypto. And sometimes they turn on and they just cut. I can't even use some decentralized exchanges. It's wild.
Yeah.
I can't even look on half the meme coin websites because my computer's like, "Are you sure you want to go to this website?" Like, I don't know if I'm sure. Should I?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I want that money, baby.
All right, so let's go ahead and start off by my screen shared.
Got it all up, baby.
I'll get into some of my picks here, but I want to tell you why I'm getting into these picks. I'm not getting them to get into them. Okay. So Solana was insane when it comes to meme coins. It showed people that, hey, you can buy meme coins on a different network and do it for cheap. It's just a lot of people are scared to make the jump over. It's not that hard, guys. It really isn't. Take the time to learn. Solana, flipping BNB and Avalanche flipping Cardano is huge. And I'm a big believer of just because something was a top 10 cryptocurrency last bull run doesn't mean it's going to be a top 10 cryptocurrency this bull run. And the only real major players that are the same are Bitcoin, Ethereum, some stable coins, and then, XRP, right? Okay, so top meme coins. Now, the market is down today. And so are top meme coins, right? See, the overall meme coin market cap is down about 10% on the day. So meme coins are dumping at a fast pace. But what we did see, Kelly, was dog with hat, just a dog with a hat did flip Pepe for a brief moment. So Solana meme coins are edging towards that number 3 spot and flipping Pepe, which is huge. So a lot of interest is on Solana right now. But another meme coin I'm looking at is COQ. Now, funny, it's a dick joke, whatever. But here's the thing. All it did was take for BONK to send for people to start looking at Solana and saying, hey, people are starting to look at Solana meme tokens. Maybe we should build on Solana, which brings volume to the network. And these devs are not stupid. They see that. They're like, oh, well, meme coins are going to bring volume to our chain. Let's start endorsing meme coins.
Wait. I need you to back up there really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Say what you just said one more time. Hold on. Unexpected error occurred while recording. Okay, it should be fine now. So say what you just said a second ago. What did you just say about these meme coins and what it means for networks?
So it brings volume and excitement to the network. Kelly, the most exciting thing about Cardano lately has been Snake. I like Charles Hoskinson. I think he's a great guy. I watch his streams sometimes when I need some sleepy time ASMR. I think he's a great guy, especially at conferences. But it's boring out there sometimes. A lot of people are in here for the tech. They're in here for the money, the quick gains, the pumps and stuff like that, which no shame to your game. But Solana's got a lot of volume because of BONK and WIF and MYRO and a bunch of other top meme coins. You can argue otherwise, but that's the reason why these networks are pumping. That's the reason why, Avalanche is flipping Cardano and Solana is flipping BNB for those reasons. You can argue with me.
So one of the things you could say is in a small way, and I'm not saying this is absolutely happening, but one could at least assume in some capacity that there are some projects out there and protocols that are choosing to support in some capacity meme coins because it does drive up metrics that makes their chain look better, because it drives up their not TVL, but fees and transactions and all the volume and stuff on that chain. So in effect, the meme coins are actually juicing in a good way these projects.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is why we see the overall market cap, Kelly, for cryptocurrency not hitting an all-time high, but Bitcoin hitting an all-time high and a lot of top alts lagging. It's because we have meme coins and Bitcoin front running this bull run we have. And we still haven't hit an all-time high overall market cap size. Bitcoin blazed through an all-time high, but we still haven't seen the entire cryptocurrency market cap hit those peaks. And that's because all the attention is on meme coins and obviously Bitcoin because of the ETF. But yeah, it brings volume and excitement back to the network. And all it took was BONK to do that with Solana. And now we're starting to see it with COQ and Avalanche. And that's why there's a bunch of AVAX tokens doing very, very well right now. I have a few for you on the stream today. Disclaimer, I am partnered with some of these products for promotions and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, they're facts, right? This is what's happening. It's not what I think, it's what's happening. A lot of volume is coming into cryptocurrency because of meme coins. And let me tell you something, Kelly.
I do want to say we are partnered with Dominique Davis, gave us a $9 super chat. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. You were, we're sponsoring Davis's bags here right now. So let's dive back in there, Mr. Rodney.
Shout out to Dominic and smash the like button. Shout out to Alexandra in the chat. She's a legend in the space, isn't she? She's the #1 mod in all of crypto for sure. Not even close. It's not even an argument. Okay. So one of the big Avalanche plays I'm on is called Big Red. Now this launched a couple days ago, fair launch, hit a $13 million market cap. I think like almost 20 million. It's now at $13 million and is looking very, very solid. And I like this one because Big Red is like the mascot for Cornell, and the Avalanche devs were at Cornell University. It's a meme coin. It doesn't have to make sense, but some of the guys who made Kulo, which is our Matic meme token that hit a $40 million market cap size, which I think it's dumping pretty bad today, which that's the nature of the game. They'll pump again. It's just meme coins. Same guys that are, were involved in Kulo are helping out Big Red. So I do like that one. Another meme coin I'm looking at on the Avalanche network is something called KIMBO. Now, cute dogs are always the meta in cryptocurrency, and meme coins at least. I know it's funny, but Dogecoin's, 5 years older than Bitcoin. So, meme coins have been around for a long time. Now, I like KIMBO because of that fact. I mean, it's a cute dog meme token on the Avalanche network, and they have a lot of different but a big, pretty much AVAX person that's leading the NFT marketplace on Avalanche. They're out there getting those, endorsements, partnerships done, and I like them. So what I'm looking for, and this is one called DONK that, I'm not in, but they shielded on my channel. I have a live space called Shill and Chill where I let projects come up and shill their product for free because I think there's not a lot of platforms that do that. They come up there and they talk and stuff like that. There's a lot of AVAX meme coins doing some big numbers right now. I mean, there's some other plays that I'm into right now, but to be honest, I'm not really buying a ton of new meme coins unless they're Sol or AVAX meme coins right now, but I am adding to some of my higher conviction plays for the other networks.
I mean, I got no questions, dude. You know what? I'm so enamored with the life that the meme space has taken on, and you put it so beautifully there before. This market is changing, and we have to all remember that on a daily basis. As much as we feel like, even with me as a technical analyst looking at historical trends, this time is different. And you know what? Today is different than yesterday, and this cycle is different than the last cycle because it is evolving over time. We have new things, new stimulus that are out there, and also different things that are, we can see what Dogecoin did. We can see what PEPE did. We can see in the BONK, the list goes on, and you can't help but assume that other projects are going to see what that did for other ecosystems and make it blast out here. So you shared some of the ones there were all those just AVAX?
AVAX, yeah, AVAX.
So, all right, so what you got on Sol? What's popping on Sol, baby?
Absolutely. So I do want to take a second to look at, and it's a high market cap size, so always be careful. But Dog with Hat is on a war path to just be one of the top meme coins in the space. Now, I don't think, and I'm probably going to be wrong, I can't see a world where Dogecoin and SHIB are not going to be the number 1 and 2 meme coin in space. In fact, I think Shiba Inu is going to surpass Dogecoin unless Elon Musk does something with Dogecoin, which he probably will, which Elon Musk is a meme kind of guy. But Dog with Hat, I think, is a good play. Who knows what's going to happen in the space, but we do know what's possible. And what was possible last bull run when the entire market cap of cryptocurrency was capped at $3 trillion. It wasn't capped, but that's what it hit, $3 trillion. Well, if you look at market cap size of Dogecoin, Kelly, Dogecoin hit pretty much an $80 billion market cap size. This says 73, but it's 80. 80, a dog token. Okay. That's crazy.
You know what we have to call that? We have to call that the hope market cap. That was the hope market cap. I would get rich.
It's the number 10 cryptocurrency in the world, and it hasn't really changed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's 10. It's 10, as in like out of all the cryptos in the space. Shiba Inu, the number 11 cryptocurrency in the space. Okay. You go to all time, you go to market cap size. This one hit a $40 billion or $41 billion mark. So Shiba Inu. So we saw what was possible last bull run. Now, just because it happened before doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but it shows you how high these meme coins could go. So if we're thinking about that, and we're thinking that the overall market cap of cryptocurrency is going to get exponentially grow, then maybe we could assume that some of these top meme coins can hit those same numbers. PEPE and WIF, for example. I mean, we have WIF $2.6 billion. That's 15, 16, 17x away from 40 billion. So it's possible. So Dog with Hat, I think, is going to do some numbers. Now, another one I'm looking at, obviously, is BONK. BONK's always going to be there, in my opinion. I do like MYRO. I think MYRO is one of the kind of slept on top meme coins in the space. I mean, it's at a $230 million market cap size. But I mean, look at this chart. It looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, it had a big dip over here. It hit 200 million, dipped down to 58 million. A lot of people accumulated this. I'm in the meme coin space. I'm tapped in. A lot of people were in to this play, into MYRO, and it sent to about 400 million. Now, one of the things I look for in this space, one of the big things, is that I look for engagement, a community interaction, partnerships, live spaces, use case, whatever it is, something to keep your brand out there. So many projects stop posting, they stop advertising, locking up partnerships and stuff like that. And to me, when that happens, I kind of just shy away from that project because it shows they're not working. And MYRO is one of those projects where even though the price dipped down to 58 million, and if you're coming from 250, 230 million to 58, that's scary, right? They still continue to work, and that's why their price is looking good. So for Solana meme coins, I like those. Another one I'm looking at is something called Andy on Sol. And the only reason why I'm looking at Andy on Sol, let me go to Andy, and it's down quite big today, and 45% swings is common in the meme coin space. The chart looks pretty bad, But the reason why I'm looking at this one is because it's a narrative, and it's a Matt Theory narrative, the PEPE narrative. Now, keep in mind, PEPE came out in 2005, 3 years before the Bitcoin white paper was published. PEPE is a meme as tale as old as time. It's tale as old as time. But Matt Theory created a book called The Boys Club, and it had PEPE as a character, it had Brett as a character, it had Andy and Wolf. Now, PEPE is an ERC20 token that hit, $3-something billion. Brett on base hit about 400 million. Wolf on Avalanche hit about 100 million, and Andy on Sol is the last kind of character in the meta. So that's what I'm looking at for this.
So I have to ask you though, on that narrative, I have to ask. Okay, PEPE, of course, was the start of this sort of narrative character run, right? And so everything else is in some ways, and I could be wrong, but I'm asking, in some ways writing the narrative, this hope narrative of what PEPE did, maybe my coin will do that too. Now, it seems like PEPE, if I'm not mistaken, from my limited knowledge of meme coins, seems like PEPE had a pretty strong network of people that were pushing it initially. Do any of these other coins have something like that, or are they all literally just writing the speculative narrative?
So PEPE, PEPE, unlike a lot of other meme coins, didn't have any paid influencers. And the only reason why people were talking about PEPE is because it brought engagement, it brought, followers and stuff like that. PEPE developers are anonymous. There was some big drama in August. I can get into that if you like, but their developers are anonymous and no one knows who they are. They didn't have live spaces, but what happened was a lot of communities were built around PEPE because at the time it was the only exciting thing in cryptocurrency. I mean, Bitcoin was nobody was doing anything. Bitcoin
it was a response to the bull crab. The market wasn't doing something, so it was like, okay, something popped out and it just stole a narrative sort of attention and blew up from that.
Well, you got to think about what are meme coins. Meme coins are memes, and there's no bigger meme than PEPE. PEPE, was pretty much became a thing on like 4chan. You know 4chan, right?
Yeah.
That it's a big meme culture, and that's what crypto is. And when you have something that has an old school meme in a place like cryptocurrency where we're all kind of libertarian in this space. We're kind of all like F you to the government kind of vibe. You know what I mean? We want decentralization, privacy, and stuff like that. And that's what that kind of culture is on Reddit and 4chan and stuff like that. It's like true decentralization. And yeah, it became a huge meme. And even though they didn't have developers or anyone else like holding spaces or talking to people, a lot of different people started building platforms because of PEPE. And in this space, Kelly, sometimes you get paid to promote something, but sometimes you talk about something and people watch you because of that. So it became beneficial for people to talk about PEPE because people wanted to hear about it. I mean, the last time before before the run we're on, that I had someone text me about anything was my friend. Hey, how do I buy PEPE? The night before I got listed on Binance. So meme coins kind of transcend cryptocurrency and go to the normies outside of crypto. But yeah, that's the narrative. And exactly. So PEPE did this. Now, what other Matt Theory characters on other networks can do the same thing? Pretty much.
Well, another one, we just got a super chat, and this is on the Solana network. I'm sure you've heard of the BONK of America. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like that's going to be a strong narrative to ride, or like how do you decipher something is just a narrative somebody's trying to push versus something that's going to catch fire, or do you just kind of spread evenly across stuff because you never know?
Well, regardless of the situation, and I think that a lot of people don't understand this in the meme coin space, is that we have something called like the Shiba Inu and Dogecoin virus, where we automatically think that just because it happened to that token, even PEPE or whatever, we think it's going to happen to our meme coin. The truth is, if I go to live new pairs here on Solana, you can see, and I showed this a couple streams ago, you can see that there is a brand new meme coin being created literally every 30 seconds. This one's POC, NOR, BOTM, PRCL, every 30 seconds. You only hear about the winners because people only talk about the winners. So my plan is always to have a plan, and I stick to my plan regardless of how I feel. And if I'm going to buy a meme coin, I say I want to hit a 5x or a 10x or a 2x, and then I'm gone. So regardless of the narrative, regardless of who's promoting it or shilling it, regardless of what's going on, I have a plan. I stick to that plan. And as time goes on, things change. Maybe I'll buy some more, add to my bag or something like that. So I block out all the noise. I don't care who's talking about it on their channel. I understand my goals and I stick to those goals because yes, I'm going to miss the 100Xs, the 10,000Xs. But most of the time, having a plan and selling when you're up you're going to make some money. And that's what investing is all about, making money, right? So yes. So Bank of America has a very, very strong community. What's their ticker symbol? Bank of America.
BONKFA, I think. BONKFA. Yeah.
BONKFA. So this is actually a pretty big one. It's down 60% on the day, but this is the nature of our space. And to me, this is a good chart. This is a good chart.
You know what it is, dude? Meme coins are like the entire crypto ecosystem. As fast as it moves, compressed into full market cycles in like 6 hours. You're like, oh shit, oh man, shit.
If you're in the meme coin space, you better be tapped. You better have a watch list on your phone and have your wallets on your phone and ready to fucking rock. You cannot take a break. But I like this token because it's a very strong community. We put on my watch list. So like rabid dogs are always shilling. Engagement's insane. And this chart does not look bad at all in this space. I know a lot of people don't like it. But I always get concerned when a chart looks like the reverse of this, where it had a big pump and a big dump, and then it's been slowly dumping. This obviously has been slowly rising, had an insane pump a few days ago, like a week ago. And now it's pulling back. And I think this is because of the market is pulling back right now. But I do like this one. I don't know what their use case is. I don't really care about use case. That's an afterthought. But yeah, I do like Bank of America just because I know how active they are on X and how strong the community is.
Now, another one that was on my radar and my limited meme knowledge, I'm learning here with you. You know, I'm a crypto expert, but you know what? I realize every day there's more and more that I don't know. So it's all about learning. Yeah. And so I hope I can inspire everybody, no matter what you think you know or how many years you've been in the space. Get a friend, or better yet, get a group of friends, get a community that you are open-minded to, and you're not right and they're not right, and nobody's right or wrong. It's just you take in input, you filter it, and you see where the chips fall in terms of where you can put some attention to learn about those things. Another one I know that was kind of being talked about a bit was BYTE. And from my knowledge as well, BYTE was put on Solana.
Oh, so they are. I don't know if they've done it yet, but they are going to. Did they do that yet? I think they're going to do that.
I'm not entirely sure, but how do we find that out?
Let me see. So there's a guy I follow in the space. His name is Whale Fud, and he's pretty good at like all the BYTE news. Oh, okay. So it is on. Actually, while this is here, I'm going to take my time to go to Radium real quick and buy some because I'm not. Yes. So it just launched 4 minutes ago. I don't recommend doing what I do, but the thing about BYTE is it's a strong ERC20 token. And I think it might be on Jupiter. Let's see. Popular tokens. I think it might be on Jupiter. But let's check it out over here on the chart. Now, the reason why I would get this, and I'm not telling you have to, but the reason why I would do this is because they have such a strong community on for give me 1 second. They have such a strong community on the ETH side that to me it's kind of like a no-brainer that this is going to pump on the Solana side. Like that, do I know? No, I don't. Can I be completely wrong? Absolutely. But you know, if history repeats itself, BONK is a very, very strong meme token. And I can't see it right now, but I think it is out. Yeah, I can't see it right now. So I do like BYTE. BYTE's obviously an ERC20 token that was made 3 months ago. It had a big pump and a huge pullback right now, still at about a $26 million market cap, and it's continuing to dump. But that's because Ethereum is taking a time to cool off right now. And I do think that it'll absolutely send very, very soon.
It's just, you know, how do you even keep track of you're just talking about every 30 seconds there's new ones. So if you're not on Twitter, if you're just looking at that, you know, stuff popping out, are you trying to find things that have name, like the name sparks an interest in your mind because it's part of a narrative or this or that? Or do you spend time sometimes just seeing what pops out and you're looking at some of the things that you've shown us here on the, you know, we've been doing this, I think this is the third week now. The first week, you really went through kind of doing a little bit of diligence, how to do some diligence on these projects. So how are you picking these other than some of it, or is it largely driven by just the community sort of input that you're getting through, you know, crypto Twitter and et cetera?
So the thing is, like, it's a full-time job because meme coins are literally like you said, it's like the entire, it's crypto altogether, but like the swings of it are absolutely insane. So obviously I do this like as my full-time job, I make content and stuff like that. So I have the luxury of being able to stay on my computer and be a pleb all day. But you just have to be in tune with what the heck's going on. You have to follow the correct people. You have to figure out who the heck is posting what. Like I make posts like this all the time, and I'll show you this post. If you're not following me on X, give me a follow. But I make posts like this, like which meme coin community is most underrated. I'll read these and I'll see what people are shilling. Like, what are people talking about? Like, what's hot right now? I always do that. Or like any gems on your radar, and I'll see what people are talking. Like, this is Book of Pepe. You know what I mean? And like all these different tokens. So it's about following the right people and then just making sure you're being very, very active and seeing what's going on. Meme coins, you can buy a meme coin, you can go take a dump, come back, and by the time you get back, it's 100x and rugged already. Like that's how crazy this space is.
Yeah, C90 for the win.
C90.
He said Rodney doesn't go outside anymore. He is stuck in his room researching. But that's what it feels like. I wake up, I lay in my bed before I come into the office, and I'm researching. I'm on crypto Twitter. I'm looking at charts. I come in, I do content all day, and then on the way home, I'm listening to a podcast to make use of that drive time. And then when I get home, I do more content. Then I check in with the Discord, and then before I go to bed, I'm watching more content. And this is that part. This is that time in the market where it's stupid. I feel like, and I have to give myself a break. I have to go eat dinner. I have to hang out with somebody because we have to balance our life. Yes. But I feel like the excitement right now in the market, even with the pullback, because I know where this is going, I feel like every minute I don't spend on, trying to figure out how to best capitalize on this moment, I'm stealing from myself. So we got to talk about BOME. What the hell is BOME? Where did it come from? And how did it get that $1 billion, whatever it did, in such I feel like it literally came out of nowhere. Maybe I'm not plugged into the right places. I hadn't even heard about it. Now it's massive.
Okay, so obviously BONE is a top meme coin in the space. So what Shiba Inu did is that when Shiba Inu became popular, it made other tokens. Now, I honestly do not like when cryptocurrency projects make other tokens. I don't like the vibe, but they do anyway. So BONE is a Shiba Inu token. They've made two so far. One's called BONE, one's called Leash. Okay, so why is BONE important? Well, check this out. BONE, our ecosystem's governance token, has a 250 million supply. It empowers SHIB armies voting in the Doge DAO and underpins Shibarium, our proprietary layer 2 network. So Shiba Inu is making a layer 2, which they already did, called Shibarium, and BONE's kind of like the governance token for Shibarium. And if you're in a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, pretty much run by the people, for the people, power to the people. Now, I have my own views on DAOs, but pretty much the more tokens you own, the more weight you have when it comes to voting for different initiatives and stuff like that. So it's pretty much a Shiba Inu token, and it's doing okay, I think, right now. But it's another SHIB token that I think will run with SHIB. So if SHIB moves, BONE will move, and vice versa. But so I don't have any.
I'm glad you showed us BONE, but what I was asking about was BOME, BOME, Book of Meme.
Oh, Book of Memes. Oh, dang. Okay, BOME. Okay, I just went on a huge SHIB rant. I'm like, why do people care about BONE? Book of Memes. I don't know. So I remember I was looking this up on my stream. This launched on the 14th, guy. That's 4 days ago. This thing is at a $782 million market cap size right now, which is absolutely insane. It's hot number 3 right now. Let's check it out right now. What the hell is Book of Memes? Now, the interesting thing is if you go to BOME, I don't know how these guys are able to lock this in, but usually, and if you go to CoinMarketCap, go to markets, you can see where this thing is listed on. This thing, out of the gate, is listed on Binance, Gate.io, Bybit, HTX. So it's listed. Yeah, so that's the only way these guys can get that insane volume, because even though some people don't like centralized exchanges, most normies are never going to use a decentralized exchange. They're going to use a centralized one. Let's go see what exactly what Book of Memes is. This is a terrible website, but this is a terrible website.
I love it. It's like a satire of itself.
Okay, hold on. Let me see it. The meme coin is the most degen chain. This digital book is linked to the, I don't know, pump. So I have no clue what it does. I have no clue what the heck this does, but it's pumping. And to be honest, this market cap is a little high for me, but I've been wrong 1,020,000 times in this space. And, anything with a pre-sale like this, I think that there's a lot of people in here like VCs who are getting ready to sell. And I don't really, I don't really trust them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
next one up on the agenda, you brought up BONK a few times. Is
Yes.
BONK something that should still be on people's horizons? Is what's it doing right now? How are you tracking that? Does it do anything specifically? I know it was also part of the it was part of the Solana phone giveaway, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, they left some BONK on there, which is worth a lot for some people. BONK, at their biggest utility is their BONK bot. Now, the meta is trading on and DeFi are bots, because if you're just going to decentralized exchanges and you're trading on there, I mean, there's a ton of bots. There are people that are smarter than you. There's slippage, all kinds of crap. So bots make it so, BONK bot, they make it so that you can pretty much trade without even being there. You can do like stop losses and stuff like that. And if it hits certain points, you can sell, and you could be away from your computer. So pretty much it's pretty much a way to trade. It's like a Telegram bot. You connect like a wallet with it, or you make your own wallet with it. You let them know what meme coin you want at what percentage, whatever. And a lot of people snipe preset or launches and stuff like that with bots. So I think their biggest feature is BONK bot. Everybody uses it to trade on Solana. I use it, and it's very good. Now BONK has taken a little bit of a back to other top meme coins, but I wouldn't let that bother me. It's still, top 5.
Shout out to Tom Crown in the chat. It says BitLab. We're getting the crew involved with the cross. We're doing this is our Monday Degen show, talking about all the hyper Degen plays.
Big shout out to 100,000 followers. I think he just had 100,000 subscribers. So that's actually nutty and hard to do.
Anybody here that doesn't know who Tom Crown is, you must not have been in crypto for a while, because he's been grinding away for years on his channel. Make sure you check out his page, Tom Crown.
Yes.
He does, you know what? I don't even do some of those. He was doing these, the FOMC streams, and I thought about doing it for a while. I was like, no, that's Tom. I tune into Tom. He's got his face over Chair Powell's face. I love it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good community we got. All right, let's okay. Hyper Degen. What's the last thing you bought, and what's the last thing you sold?
So that's actually a pretty good question. So the last thing I bought, which was recently, was this token. I bought it on launch. It was TD. It's that AVAX token I was telling you about earlier. Hyper bullish on this one, just because of the Avalanche Foundation supporting meme community tokens, and they're trying to have Avalanche get behind them. And the same people are pretty articulate. They're well spoken. They're always holding spaces, and there's not a lot you can look for in the meme coin space, but a team that gets out there and is very good on the mic and has like initiatives and are part of other products that did well. It's pretty bullish. So I bought some big red. And the last thing I sold was a token I bought called MFers. And I made I was up like 3x, but I went to go enjoy life, and I came back and I was down like maybe 10%. And I was looking at the social media. They weren't doing anything. So I'm a big proponent of cutting my losses. I think that, sometimes, not everything is going to pump or recover in the space. So I went ahead and sold it. So MFers on Ethereum. I'm sorry, MFers, if you're watching this, I sold.
Hey, that's what my dad calls me. One of the things I forget who it was, but there was somebody that basically interviewed a ton of top traders and investors. And I think that the number one commonality of people that were at the top 1% of, I'm not talking about of just people in the world. I'm talking about people that are actively participating in professional trading, making a living at it, managing hedge funds, all those different types of things. The people that were the most successful, the number one quality that they had in common was they were the quickest to cut their losses and reinforce the wins.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And this is big in the meme coin space because, for example, there was a meme coin project called Saitama last bull run. Saitama. Now, the most bullshitty devs in the space, except for one, selling people a dream. Their main use case was a decentralized exchange. And if you're in the meme coin space, you don't understand how big the DeFi space is, and that there's, decentralized exchanges are a dime a dozen. And the reason why Uniswap and other ones dominate is because people trust them and they're just better. But they were at a $7 billion market cap size at the peak. $7 billion. That's PEPE, BONK, and WIF combined. Today, as of today, they have about $6,000 in daily trading volume. So it's a dead project, right? But the point is, these are not top crypto projects. This is not Avalanche. This is not Binance, BNB. This is not Cardano. These are meme coins. So just because something hit an all-time high before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Kelly, I've seen people hold $1 million bags down to the ground because of some promise some developer told you. So I'm always big on cutting my losses, even if it hurts. And I take it off my watch list because if it pumps again, I'm going to feel like crap. But that's just part of the game.
Yeah, I hear that. And we're coming up on that hour. We got about 3 or 4 minutes left. For anybody that doesn't know who I am or how I do this stream, like anything in life, I show up on time. I let you know how long you're going to be there, and then we can cut out and get on with what we're doing. We do have 2 super chats. One from Crypto Baby said to look at BONKFA. All I could tell you is we just looked at that. Zoom back on the timeline. You'll be able to see that. We talked about that. And Dominique Davis, another $9 super chat, said, check out SWIFTIES on ETH, 100% community, which is organically pumping so well right now. Are you following SWIFTIES at all, or are you following the Kelsey coin?
Not a big. You know, hey, let me tell you something. Taylor Swift has some Look at, if you don't like Taylor Swift and you say she's bad, you're wrong, because she's not bad. Numbers don't lie. But I'm not. I mean, maybe it'll pump again. Decent market cap size, decent liquidity ratio, 1K holder is not bad, and that's a tough mark to get to for a meme coin. I mean, decent amount of volume, $500,000 in volume. It's just not my thing. It's a Taylor Swift meta token, and I'm not really in the Taylor Swift meta, so I don't know what's going on with her. I don't think Swifties, small children, ladies, like women, in crypto.
Hey, you know what's funny? The average, and I've heard people say this before, especially with some of the super conservative or I don't know, what Taylor Swift wears. Oh my God, she's showing this to, bad influence on young women. It's like, you realize the average person that watches Taylor Swift is like 32. So you have to remember, she's been famous for like 15 or 18 years. So those little girls, they're women now. And you know what? At the end of the day, if people in the 80s could watch some of those 80s cross-dressing, transgender-looking males, we forget about that. And all of a sudden now the artists these days, it's like, oh my God, it's so off color. Do you realize Led Zeppelin, I want to give you every inch of my love. I want to be your backdoor man. Okay, was that not sexual? I got big balls. You got big balls. Who's got the biggest balls of them all? Shit has been sexual for time memoriam.
Ever.
We just hear different phrasing of it now. We're like, oh my God, this is so off color. No, you're just more tuned in. So let's let life be playful as it can be. And if you're a bad parent, then your kids are going to be exposed to the wrong stuff too much, and that's on you. At the end of the day, all this stuff's going to be out there.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I mean, people are so ridiculous. Like Taylor Swift is like, I mean, maybe whatever her love of life or whatever. Calm down, guys. You live in a bubble. You know what I mean? Go outside. People, stop watching TV. I think TV is so poison, especially the media, man. Like it makes people think
the news.
Oh my! It's literally like us against them. It's not about providing you content. Well, maybe it is, but it's about like polarizing people. Just that's all trash. Let Taylor Swift be Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Things are not as bad as you think they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we're coming up on that time. Rodney, Mr. Rodney, thank you for being here. Everybody, if you haven't followed him yet, make sure to give him a follow. What's your wrap up message here to let people know in the meme world? Is there anything they should have on their horizon to look forward to this week or watch out for in this crazy Degen sector?
Yes, look for the ETH killer narrative to start making it a crazy comeback. I think that, yes, Ethereum is what we know now, but I think that with the meme coins, I think that there's a lot of other better alternatives out there for people that want to trade meme coins that don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to do so. So keep an eye out for Solana and Avalanche, and just keep in mind, guys, take a step outside your comfort bubble, your comfort zone. Ethereum is what we know, but it's not all that there is, and there's a lot of money to be made on other networks. So just consider being uncomfortable for a little bit and navigating on those other networks.
Well, with that being said, though, I got to ask you, because we've seen a major shift to the upgrade with the Degen upgrade on Ethereum, which is really has a larger impact on all the layer 2s. Are we going to see some shifting sort of community traffic and volume shift over to some of the Ethereum network, or back to it, I should say, when you have the gas fees cut so substantially?
Yeah, I wonder what substantial is, though, because I don't think it's going to be that substantial. I do think that it's going to help, but even at the end of the roadmap, I think Vitalik said it wouldn't even be all that great. But shout out to layer 2s. I'm not sure if it'll be fast enough where it'll matter. You know what I mean? So right now, the time is of the essence, and right now, Solana, Avalanche, and other meme networks that are cheaper are they're in.
All right, everybody, you heard it here first. Be a DJ and get rich, but protect yourself. Do it smart.
Sure.
And make sure you tune into the BitLab Morning Show every day at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in to Mr. Crypto Journey RS as well. And it's My Crypto Journey on YouTube. The links are right down below in the description. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell. And again, double, quadruple shout out to Mr. Chair Powell himself, Mr. Tom Crown. Congrats on that 100,000. Everybody have a wonderful day. We will see you back again tomorrow. Adios, muchachos.